Here in East Jerusalem, these two Palestinian homes were demolished by Israeli authorities 2 years ago. And now, this Monday afternoon, the Jerusalem municipality has voted in favour of a plan where 22 more Palestinian homes will be demolished in the Silwan neighbourhood. Now, Israel says that these houses were built illegally and they must be raised so that a park can be built here. But for the Palestinian residents, many of whom have been in this neighbourhood for generations, they say that they were never granted permits and so they were forced to build illegally as their families grew. Monday's municipal meeting focused on a building project driven by Jerusalem's mayor, Nir Barkat.
The goal is to improve an area that today is one of the lowest and worst in the city, and to develop it to a region, to an area that we can all be proud of.
The same project that Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asked him to put on hold just a few months ago to try and reach a compromise with the residents and also to try and salvage the US-Israeli relationship. The US has consistently asked Israel to stop demolitions and evictions in predominantly Palestinian East Jerusalem to give peace talks a chance. The lawyer for the residents, Ziad Kawa, says the programme is against the will of the residents and does not answer their needs. It will not be possible to legally implement it. This resident, Murad Abu Shafer, says the destruction of my house, if it happens, will mean there is no place left there for myself or my children, my father or my grandfather. There are 22 homes in this incredibly cramped area which Israel says would be demolished. Israel has claimed that they will allow permission for these residents to build anywhere else in the neighbourhood but at the residents' costs. But the residents say that this is where they live, these are their homes, and they don't understand why they should have to leave. This part of East Jerusalem is called the King's Garden by Israelis and is of great archaeological interest. There are many Israeli digs already going on here, but Palestinian residents call it home and claim that this is another example of Israel trying to make East Jerusalem, which it captured in 1967, more Jewish. Israel considers the whole of Jerusalem to be Israeli. That sovereignty is not recognized by the international community. So this tiny piece of real estate is where much of the tension lies in East Jerusalem at the moment. And with today's approval for more demolitions, of course that approval needs to go through further processes. We could even see more tensions between Israel and its main ally, the United States. Paula Hancocks, CNN, in the Silwan neighbourhood of East Jerusalem.